The Best of Mount Shasta presents Expand Your Awareness Larger Than Our Universe to Know Your Story. From beyond our universe, throughout the eternity of time, look at who you are, where you came from, and where you are going with your life. Meditation in the comfort of your home. Andrée Morgana, meditation teacher over 50 years.
Hi, welcome to this meditation. I'm Andrée, and I'm going to give a little bit of talk about it beforehand because I don't know anybody anywhere that is providing this meditation. Back in 1967, I started meditation in Berkeley, California, and my husband and I went to India in 1969 to become meditation teachers. And for 25 years, I instructed over thousands of people. And I had a chance, because the meditation was coming from the Vedic tradition, to really explore that tradition and all the knowledge. And they have a very clear understanding of what is consciousness, what is enlightenment. Then through the years, we found that lots of people were starting meditations, lots of organizations, lots of scientific research, and it became understood. So people have a sense of meditation today. And I've kept abreast of the consciousness movement in our country. And when you listen to the leaders of that movement, you'll find that they talk about you are the universe. And you'll see in this meditation a different reality, that you and the universe came from an original source. Now, the components of the universe may have been utilized in the creation of the human form, but that which is your essence is separate from the universe and in many ways equal to the universe. You decided to come to the earth, it decided to become a universe. So in this meditation, I'll show you how to expand your awareness larger than our universe and come back to that field of consciousness that everybody's talking about, but completely free of all the boundaries. Right now, when you meditate, if you are a meditator and you're interested in the development of consciousness and enlightenment, you're still bound by your body. You're still bound by the environment you live in. You're still bound by the earth. You're still bound by our galaxy. You're still bound by our universe. These are all really refined points, but in the long sense of it all, these are realities of what binds us still to the earth. You hear, especially here in Mount Shasta, you hear a lot of people talking about expanding your awareness to the 5th dimension, to the 12th dimension, to the 19th dimension. Here we're talking about just going beyond all dimensions. So it's really a very, very profound meditation. And I encourage you to listen and meditate during the instructions, but then to think of it as something that you'll be utilizing throughout your life. Already for myself, I've been doing this meditation. It was given to me by Cosmic Souls. When I went down to Brazil every year for 15 years to become a medium. I really trained with the best of the best. And I was so surprised to find that when I moved to Mount Shasta, I was starting to get knowledge that was beyond our universe. And then this meditation came about. And I now, just even in terms of my own personal experience, am beginning to see the details of the eternity of my soul. So a scientist may take this meditation and do it on a regular basis and be the one that begins to see more details about time and space and light. There's all kinds of things that will open up to those that decide to explore this reality. And I'd like to give also credit to Mount Shasta, because I think it was when I moved up here that I had the opportunity in this environment to work with those cosmic souls to see this particular meditation. What you're looking at right now is the mountain, and there's a heart there over on the left of your screen. Everybody calls that the heart of the mountain. Right now it's snowing up here, and the mountain, it really looks beautiful. So here we are. You're about ready to take this meditation. The first thing to do is I want you to just settle where you are. Don't lie down because you'll go to sleep, and that's not what this meditation is about, although you may, just due to the tiredness of the human body, fall asleep during some parts of the meditation. But sit comfortably. You can have your back supported. Most people do. If you want it without support, that's okay as well. But you want to be comfortable. And I'd like to play some music for you just during that time when you're sort of settling in and relaxing. This is from a woman who just recently passed away, of the Iroquois people. One of the people, the cosmic souls that I received this knowledge from, is Hiawatha of that tradition. And her voice is very soothing, lends itself to this settling down and this experience. And I'd also like to play a little bit about it where she talks about our relationship to the spirit world. So I'm just putting it on now. Just settle down, be easy. Let your thoughts come and go. They're going to be with you during the meditation. Just let it be like that. Whatever is your experience during the meditation, just let it be. Don't try to get rid of experiences. Don't try to have an experience. Just be simple with the process. We'll begin in a moment.
We are now reminded to be aware of our place upon this earth and to fulfill our obligations to ourselves, our families, nations, the natural world, and to the Creator. The words say, we are to awaken, stand up, be counted. For you are being recognized in the spirit world.
In that quietness that you're beginning to experience, be aware of your thoughts. And in this meditation, we use our imagination. And don't think of your imagination as being false. For all that appears upon our earth came out of imagination. So whatever your experience is, just go with that. And we're going to start with walking into a forest. If you have a forest nearby you, if you've been to Mount Shasta, wherever it is you understand what a forest is, just begin to imagine yourself walking into the forest. And as you walk into the forest, be aware of what you're observing. Do you see the tall trees? And do you see the brush around the ground? Do you see the beauty of the green everywhere? What do you see? Do you see the sun filtering through? Or as you enter into the forest, does it become darker and more quiet, more silent? Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this moment. There are animals and birds in the forest, and little creatures. Be aware of them. What do you see? Where are the birds? Do you just hear them, or do you see them? Breathe in this moment. And there are animals in the forest that start to approach you. There's no fear of these animals. They are kind and gentle and full of love. Breathe in this moment and let them come forth. They greet you. They say, "We know you. We respect you." And so you let them come and be with you. Do you want to greet them by petting them or just talking with them and listening what they have to say? Breathe in this moment. They have gifts to offer you. Put out your hands. Receive their gifts. Receive their love. And receive their knowingness. Breathe in this moment. How kind they are. And how caring they are. And what are their words of wisdom for you? Breathe in this moment. And they say, "Come walk with us through the forest." And so you go. And you feel your feet upon the forest floor. Oh, how soothing it is. The forest knows you, all the plants and all the tall trees. They see you. They recognize you. And they say, "Come. There's a beautiful river. Come and be with that river." And so you go. Oh, how beautiful it is. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this quietness. Breathe in this peacefulness. And the river says, "I know you. I see you. I feel your troubles. I feel your difficulties in life upon the earth. Come be with me, and I will wash them away for you." And so you go closer to the river. You put in your hands, your feet, whatever is comfortable. Maybe even your whole body. And just be there for a moment and feel that healing. Feel that love for you. That kindness. That knowingness of how to heal you. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this moment. Be with the river, you and the river. Oh, so beautiful. How much the river loves you and cares for you and takes care of you. All this water for you. And you say, "Thank you." And the river says, "Go and sit on the rocks that are on my shore as I move on through." And so you sit on the rocks, and the rocks say, "We know you. We recognize you. We respect you. And we too have gifts to give, and our strength and our knowingness." So breathe in this moment. Receive what these beautiful rocks, small and large, have to give to you. Breathe in this moment. And then you feel the sun reflecting through the forest on your body. And the sun far away knows you, sees you, and is with you. And so let that moment be in the darkness of the forest, that light. Feel that light in your body, in your presence. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this moment. And the animals quietly say, "Come, come. It's time to leave the waters, to leave the rocks, to leave the forest. Come, let's walk through the forest." And so you go with the animals and the birds who have so much love and so much caring for you. And you follow them as they move through the forest. Breathe in this precious moment and feel the forest beneath your feet as you walk through the forest. After some time you come to the end of the forest, and the animals say, "You must leave us now. It's time to walk upon the earth herself, with nothing but just the earth." And so you look out beyond the forest and you see the earth in all directions. How beautiful, how serene, how loving and caring. And the earth says, "Yes, come walk upon my surface. I know you. I see you. I care for you." And so you walk upon the surface of the earth and you feel all that love from the earth. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in and breathe out. And feel the love of the earth for you. All the lifetime that you have been upon the earth has never left you, has always cared for you. And then the earth says, "Look at the sky above." And the sky says, "We see you. We know you. Feel our presence." And you think to yourself, what is that presence? It's not hard like or physical like the earth, and yet it is alive. And the sky says, "Lift off the earth. We will help you. Feel yourself as light as a feather." And you feel your feet gently lift off the earth. "Oh, it feels so good," you say to yourself. Feel how light you are. And as you go higher and higher and higher, you begin to realize the earth is moving away from you. And where are you now? You're no longer upon the earth. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this moment. Feel the silence around the earth. Feel the silence of the earth in the distance, and yet the earth is still connected with you. Breathe in this moment. And you begin to recognize that you don't have the body you had on earth. Everything feels transparent. And you begin to hear some sounds. What are these sounds? Way in the distance, not on the earth, but coming from the sky. Oh, it sings to your heart and to your soul. What is this that you hear? This is the spirit world. It comes to recognize you with their love and their greetings. Breathe in this moment. Let them come forward. Go towards them. They extend their love and let it wrap around. We recognize you. We know you. We love you. Breathe in this moment. They have gifts to give to you. Receive their gifts. Receive their wisdom. Listen to what they say to you. Breathe in this moment. And as you breathe in this moment, you become aware your body is more and more transparent. That space around the earth becomes the fabric of your body. And so you move slowly away from the earth. And you find that you move through our galaxy in the silence of the galaxy. And the galaxy says, hello, we know you. We embrace you. We see your journey. And so you move through the galaxy. How did you do that? You're all transparent. You're becoming more aligned with your soul and less with your body that you had upon the earth. And so you feel relieved. You've left behind the earth, your body, your experiences. And here you are floating in the space. And the galaxy recedes in the distance. And slowly you just feel all of space around you. All of space around you. Just the space. And the quietness of the space. And you begin to be aware of how wide is that space in all directions. How wide is that space in all directions? And as you begin to be aware of that space, the space becomes aware of you and comes forward and says, "We know you. We welcome you. It's been a long, long time that you have become separated from us. And now, as your soul, you reconnect. In all directions, you begin to become unbounded. Breathe in this moment. Breathe in this moment of relief. Breathe in this moment of merging with that space of our universe in all directions. The universe says, "I know you. I know you from long, long ago when you first came in to my presence as a soul. I welcome you. I cherish you. Feel my love for you." And so you breathe in this moment, and as you breathe in this moment, you become larger and larger and larger. And you begin to hear sounds coming from within the universe in all directions. The silence of the universe comes forth as sound for you. Loving, loving sound. And so you move into that sound, and as you become more and more unbounded, and as you breathe in more and more and more, you become more and more expansive, and you see the light of that sound. And so you merge with that light, and it becomes more and more all of you, and you are that. And where is this light? You look back and you can see our universe in the distance. And there you are, surrounded with a light that exists everywhere and surrounds the universe as well. And so as you breathe in more and more and more, you feel that universe of light. More and more you feel that light. So light and sound throughout your whole being is all that you are. Where is the universe? You don't see it anymore. Where are you? As you breathe more and more, you become more and more unbounded. And you merge with that sound and that light. You become more and more just that light, just that sound. That's your whole existence. And then you become just aware of your awareness. Breathe in that moment, just your awareness in all directions is awareness. Is it your awareness, or is it the awareness of the awareness? That pure awareness, unbounded in all directions. You merge with that. How long has it been since you came from there? that awareness, that pureness, that unboundedness, that unmanifest field of light, of life itself. That's all that you are and all that you ever were and all that you will ever be. How is it you forgot about that? There it is again for you. Free from everything. You just bask in that experience of being fully connected to that ever was and ever will be. Fully connected. Breathe in. And as you breathe in, you realize that's not your breath, but that's the breath of life itself. And you are that. Breathe in. Rejoice in that freedom. Complete freedom in all directions. Complete happiness in all directions. Complete peace and love in all directions. Oh, how sublime is that moment, that experience for you. How is it you forgot about the fullness, the wholeness of just that as your reality? Oh, breathe in and be with that for a moment. Breathe in and be with that. Where is that in that moment, that experience, that you first became aware of yourself? And you were able to see awareness where you had come from as separate from yourself, and yet it was entirely identical. Your awareness was aware of the awareness from where you came. Where was that moment for you? How long ago, in the millions and millions and billions and billions and so much more than that, through the eternity of time? How was it you first became aware of yourself? Feel that moment. Breathe that moment. Your breath, that breath, the same breath. And then in that awareness, you began to be aware of what you could call movement. Your awareness could move away from that awareness. And yet you had the same awareness. How could it be but it was? And so you began to be aware of other awarenesses around you that were having the same experience of becoming. And they became aware of you. And how many millions and trillions and so much more awarenesses could you see all around you? And all those movements of all of those awarenesses. And all of those awarenesses becoming aware of their intelligence. All those awarenesses becoming aware of their personality, as were you, growing in those experiences that separated you from where you came from, but had all the components, the same components. And so, how long did you spend in that experience of being aware of your intelligence, being aware of your personality, being aware of your presence. How long in those moments? And then you began to be aware of what is called a creation process. And you began to see through an eternity of time. You began to recognize that phenomenon. And you began to see creations happening all around you. And all those awarenesses becoming creations. And where was it? You went. In that journey through an eternity, how long was it before you began to be aware of all those presences that created what were called universes? And so you began to see so much of details within the fabric of eternity. Breathe in that wonderment. Breathe in those experiences of long, long ago. And where was it in what was called the time of eternity that you felt beckoned to a particular universe? And so how long did it take to get to that universe? And how could you enter into an environment that was smaller than yourself? And so you were shown how to do that. Do you remember that? Remember that now. How long did it take to fold your unboundedness of awareness upon itself to enter into an environment that had a structure? Breathe in those memories. Breathe in the joy that you felt, the happiness, the peace, the excitement of exploration. And how long were you in this universe? Learning about what were called civilizations, learning what were called galaxies, planets. Did you travel there? Did you travel to others? And where was it that you saw a particular galaxy that you wanted to enter into? Breathe in the wonderment of this moment when you saw that beautiful galaxy that itself was a boundary, an environment, and your awareness, your presence, even though you had come within our universe, was larger than that galaxy. How was it you could fold your awareness upon itself to enter into that galaxy? And you were shown by the galaxy itself that welcomed you, said, "Come, we will show you how to become smaller and smaller and smaller." And so you began to enter into that galaxy and look around at all the civilizations. How marvelous, how had they been created? You wanted to know all about that. Oh, so marvelous. And then you came, some of you, to the beginning of the creation of what was called an earth. And some of you, the earth was already formed in all the planetary systems. Remember those moments. How was it for you? Take a moment to breathe in this moment and the glory of what you saw of this beautiful, beautiful earth. Breathe in these moments. Breathe in. Enjoy that memory. Oh, how excited you were. Oh, it was just unimaginable, and yet there it was before you. And for those that were there at the beginning of the earth, what role did you play in helping the earth to become a presence? For she was a presence just like you. And so, upon her surface, you were allowed to explore her growingness and to see all the details of her growingness. And you participated, many of you, in the helping of that. And many of you, you came upon her surface. And many of you came through what was called an etheric form as you landed upon her surface. And many of you, years and years later, came as a human form upon her surface. And many years and years more current, when you became a human form by having to go through a mother and a father and to be born upon the earth. Did you have all of those experiences or some of those experiences? And then you began to see, even before you entered the earth, how beautiful, all her creations, how beautiful they are. How beautiful and full of love. And there you are upon this earth, even today. And so here you are upon the earth with memories now that have been forgotten for so long. And this is a time when people are awakening to know who they are. Do you want to awaken and just be aware of all the ascended ones in the heavens beyond the earth, where you go and be for a period of time, for whatever reasons, within that light and love and peace of those spiritual environments? Or do you want to explore your memory of the earth and how she became an earth? Or do you want to explore all of those civilizations and those realities that exist within our universe and how our universe became? Or do you want to begin to remember again who you are from long, long ago, and that you have an eternity? You're not bound by 100 years or so, but you've existed for all that there is in time. And you've had a journey that's so far more grand and so far more vast than your limited years upon the earth at this time. And let that memory awaken again. Let that knowledge come back again. And you'll be able to live within the environment of the earth as it is today, with all the troubles and difficulties. And you see how earth now is responding to try to heal the earth and to try to heal the people of the earth, with all the fires and the tornadoes and the rain and the snow and all of those things that she can bring forth to try to bring it back to the beauty that it once was, and the peace and silence and glory and bliss that the earth originally had. And you are part of all of that turmoil as a human upon the earth today. And so recognize what is happening around you. All of this turmoil is not in and of itself, but is trying to loosen those boundaries that have become so thick around the human beings upon the earth today, and all the suffering that you see around you. And all of you who are attracted to this meditation are attracted because you are awakening and you want to know more, and you want to help the earth, you want to help the people of the earth. But you have to know who you are in order to be able to help. You can help through all the physical things that exist upon the earth. Help this person, help that company, help those people in many, many ways. But you can also help the earth and all the people upon the earth through that peace and that love and that greatness that exists within you, within the silence within you. That's all that's needed, is to start awakening that and to work with the earth within her silence and her beauty. That's the same beauty that you carry within you. And so that's the value of this meditation. Start to know who you are. Start to remember who you are. Start to have all of those memories again and live them within the silence of your being. And let that peacefulness come to you. Let that glory and that happiness come to you. And then just by your presence, you will be able to help the people of the earth. And if you decide you want, with this newfound reality of who you are, to be involved in this and be involved in that and be involved in that, you'll be able to do all that you were doing before, but it will have something more as your involvement begins to be with all the people of the earth. And so that's what is offered in this meditation. And just relax for a moment and just breathe in. And just remember what this memory was that was given back to you again. How did it start with the forest? How did it start with leaving the forest and going into the desert, to the earth herself? And how was it you left the earth? How did that happen? How was it you were in the space and your body began to fall away and your transparency began to emerge? How was it you moved through the galaxy, through the universe, and beyond the universe? How was it your awareness, that fundamental reality of who you are, your presence, began to expand and become larger than our universe? And you began to find that home from where you came, and how you came to this universe, how you came to this earth, how it is you are within this human body today. And so I recommend just sitting with this moment, and from time to time going through this meditation again. And if you want, let me know how your experiences are. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. That's what it's all about. But soon this meditation will become the ordinary meditation upon the earth. But at this time, I don't know anybody else who's offering it in quite this way. And my experience with it is it's profound, and it will change your life in every way. Thank you. God bless you. Be with all that is important. And what is God? What is the Creator? That moment where you became aware of where you came from. It has nothing more than just that simple connection. Find that connection this way or in whatever way you can. It's so important. It's life itself. It's your life. Thank you. Thank you very much.